Hi, I'm Richard Haynes, and these short videos are designed to help clarinet players of all levels. I'll introduce the fundamentals of a range of contemporary playing techniques in the hope that this knowledge will empower you to find your own solutions when called for. Multiphonics produce multiple audible pitches at one time, hence multi, meaning multiple, and phonic, meaning phone or sound. There are 4 different types of multiphonics on the clarinet, classified by how they're produced. The first group, fingered multiphonics. The second group, spectral multiphonics. The third group, underblown multiphonics. And the fourth group, dyad multiphonics. There is a small amount of overlap between these groups, but I divide them like this because if I know what kind of multiphonic I have to play, I know what I have to do with my air and embouchure in order to make it sound. Let's look at the fourth group, dyad multiphonics. Dyad multiphonics are very special because they're very soft and somewhat unpredictable in nature. They often use a combination of overblowing and underblowing techniques, and the fingerings can be very complicated. They are called dyads because they mostly consist of 2 soft, clear tones, dyad being derived from Latin dias and Greek duas, meaning 2 or a pair. The basic principle of the fingering scheme is similar to the first group of multiphonics, fingered multiphonics, in which one hole opened further up the instrument splits the sound of a note produced further down the instrument. But with dyads, the longer note, or what I call the bass fingering, is situated within the clarion register. Let's start with the clarion D. To this fingering, I can add the throat G-sharp key, and by playing softly and dropping the jaw ever so slightly, I can coax out a lower pitch. As you can hear, immediately the sound is much softer because there's a lot of resistance with these dyad multiphonics. It's often difficult to maintain both pitches equally, and so if the sound seesaws back and forth a bit, don't worry because this is completely normal. When this appears in contemporary music for clarinet, most of the time these sounds should be played as stable as possible. So here's an example of seesawing. Literally just changing the pressure on the reed with my lower jaw, and if the sound is stable, it sounds like this. So in this first example, the register key remained open, as is the case with the clarion D. But let's see what happens if I add the throat G-sharp key like I did before, and then close the register key. So clarion D, adding the G-sharp key, and then removing the register key. You've probably heard that the lowest note of the dyad multiphonic went down by a whole tone. This indicates that the register key is placed equal to all the other throat keys when it comes to options for dyad multiphonics. So the throat keys are the G-sharp key, the A key, the register key, and then the third and the fourth side keys for the right hand. The upper note is predominantly influenced by the bass fingering, as we had with the clarion D, and the lower note is influenced by the keys of the throat register. Here's an example on long clarion B, adding the throat A key and removing the left thumb. So clarion B, we're using the register key. If we add the A key, the throat A key, nothing much happens. But if we take off the left-hand thumb, but keep the register key on, we get a dyad which is more or less a whole tone. So approximately an A and a B sounding simultaneously. So remember, finding dyad multiphonics mostly involves taking a bass fingering in the clarion register, adding 1 or more keys of the throat register, opening the thumb hole, or possibly disengaging the register key. There are a bunch of dyad multiphonic charts out there, mostly digital. So if you're having trouble, just check one of those, or send me a message via my website, richardehaynes.com. There is also extensive PDF and audio documentation of fingered multiphonics that includes some dyads for contralto and contrabass clarinets available from my webshop. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos about the clarinet.